So now let's see how we can work with the retouch tool inside of Pixlr X. So to access the retouch tool, you can go over here onto the left side where it says retouch, as you can see. So you can simply click over here and these are the retouch options available for you to use. The default one is heal option, as you can see. So you get like a brush right over here, and here you can see that there's black dots all over. So if I were to go over here and click it, you can see that it disappears. If I were to click and drag it, you can see that it disappears right over here. So click it, and it disappears. So what it does is it like sees what are there in the surroundings and tries to smoothen things out right over here. So that is what retouch does. So you can increase the size of the brush over here as well. So you can really increase it out so that I can cover whole of this. And if I were to click this, you can see that that will be smoothened out as well. So it is taking a bit of time, but it has smoothened out, as you can see right over there. So that's what the heal razor tool. So that is what patch does. The other option is infill, as you can see. So what infill does is that it actually fills everything inside. It tries to pull it inwards, as you can see. So you can see that everything is being pulled inside right over here. But patch actually tries to like see what are there in the surroundings so that it can make it a bit more natural, as you can see right here. So patch is more of a natural way to go through right over here. So this is more of a quick way. The other option here is the clone stamp, as you can see right over here. So you can choose the size of the image right over here, and then you can actually draw out. So what this is doing is that it is taking the other sample. So you can see the other dot while I actually draw. It is taking that sample right over there, just like that. So what you can do is you can go to the source right over here and click. Let's say, for example, I want this as a source. So I'm going to click over here just like this. Now it goes back to paint, and I can click and drag it, and it actually paints this over here, as you can see right over here. So as I draw along, it is actually copying this over here onto the bottom, just like that. So you can increase the size right over here. You can change the level of softness to make it a bit hard, or you can really make it soft, as you can see right over here, just like this. You can also make it a bit transparent, so you can see that the effect is not very distinct. So you can make it very subtle, and you can align it out as well. So what does this mean? So if I were to go over here and then choose the source again, so let me just click over here and then start drawing right over here. So let me increase the transparency, draw it out right here. If I were to draw again, you can see that they are not aligned, meaning they are not drawing out the same thing. Let me take this line as a source right over here. If I were to draw it, you can see the line, but if I were to draw it again, you can see that the line is not aligned. But if I were to go to align right over here, now if I were to draw it, what happens? Let me go to the source, click it, click and drag it, you can see the line. And if I were to start drawing again, you can see that it takes the same reference point so that it is not actually overlapping anything. So you can see that the same is being copied right over here, even if I click it multiple times. So that is what align actually does. So after that, there's the sharpen and the blur tool, as you can see. So you can go over here, increase the size. If I were to click and drag it out, you can see that it actually blurs out that area right over here. So click and drag it, it blurs out. You can increase the strength as well. It blurs out the area even more, as you can see right over here. So you want to just blur out a part of the picture right over here, you can actually click and drag it out over here, just like that. Sharpen is right the opposite, so it actually makes the object sharper, as you can see. So you can change the brush size, you can change the softness level right over here, just like that, and it affects out the sharpness level, as you can see, just like that. So that is what blur and sharpen does over here for retouching. Then you have dodge and burn, so you can see that there's lighten and darken as an option. So if I were to go over here and click and drag it, you can see that it is a bit brighter in comparison right over here. So you can change the size, softness and strength as in with other tools, and you can see that picture gets lightened right over here. So you can have a dark range right over here, so it's a bit darker. Now there it's a bit brighter, and light is that it's very light, that is bright. So you got from very dark, from medium to bright level of lightning option right over there, just like that. Darken does the right opposite, so it really makes it dark, as you can see over here. So it really makes it dark right over here, and you can really make it very dark as well. So you can darken out a part of the image or brighten out. You can see that the image looks very, very messy already. So one of the practical application for this is to retouch faces. For example, if you got blemishes, you want to hide it out, you can actually use the retouch tool quite easily. So let me just go over here and import out an image right over here. So I'm going to import out this image right over here, just like this. Create a new image just like that. And you can see that there's blemishes all over this person's face right here. So if you want to remove that out, you can use the retouching tool right over here. So I'm just going to use a simple patch for this one, or I may want to use the clone stamp tool. First of all, let me use the patch. And if I were to go over here and click on this area, you can see that it tries to soften it out. But a better option is like the clone stamp tool right here. So I'm going to select the source first. So I'm just going to go around here. Select a clear skin area like this one right over here, and then it goes to the paint, as you can see. So I can simply draw it out right over here, and as I draw it out, you can see that I can make the skin look a lot more smoother right over here. So just like that, I can simply click and drag it out right over here, and the skin is much more smoother. But as I drag along, it might look unnatural at some point, and that at that point I have to go back onto the healing tool to make it much more smoother. So you can see that it is much more smoother right here, but you can see that there's a patch right over there. So I'm just going to go around and then just click over here so that it actually balances everything out over here, right over here, just like that. So just click over here so you can see that patch is not seen, just like that, right? So just click on that area, uses artificial intelligence right over there. So just click over here. Let me just decrease the size. Let me just zoom in to this area right over here. Let's go down and click over here. So you can see that it immediately becomes smoother right over here. Let me go around, make this smoother as well. Click that, make this smoother. There you go. All right. So go around, make here, and maybe increase the size a bit right over here. You can make that much more smoother. Okay, not looking very great, so I'm just going to go around onto source again and then start drawing out to make it smoother right over here. So go to source and go around here, make it a bit more smoother, just like this. Go around into patch right over here and then patch this out to make it smooth again right over here. Okay, so it does take a bit of a try right over here, as you can see. And there you go. So you got like a very simple right over here. So you got like this, like a very like a blemishy type of a face, and then you have like a softer option right over here, as you can see. So I still need to make this a bit more soft. It's not looking very, very natural. Okay, so I need to use clone stamp again. It's going to use the right. Make it a bit more soft right over here. And then let's take a few tries, like I said, and a bit more smoother, as you can see right over here. So that's how you can actually correct out any blemishes, and this is one of the practical use for the retouch tool. So that's how you use the retouch tool inside of Pixlr X. So hope you guys learned something as always, and as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.